Balls and banter. Balls and banter. No excuses, just win, win, win with your balls and banter. We got balls, we got pucks, we got sticks, we got everything in between. We got balls and banter.
All right, folks, it's Tuesday. Welcome to the program. Hope you had a great weekend. Courtney, the superstar Moore, in the house again. So glad to have him all by himself over there, too. He's got a helmet. He's got some hats. Yeah, look at that. He's an FSU guy, if you couldn't tell.
Don't judge my life.
Hey, we're not judging, baby. Your athletic department budget, maybe some judging going on. But I'm with you.
Hopefully it changes with the commitment of Charlie Woods.
Yeah.
And Tiger will maybe throw some money to the athletic department.
Yeah.
So
just start a little thing. That is true. His son committed to play there. Tommy boy, how are you doing? Wearing orange today. Is that a Dukes of Hazzard shirt?
I think so. I got it at Goodwill.
Of course you
that
did.
is Dukes of Hazzard.
That's 100% Dukes of Hazzard.
It was the only shirt that I could find there that I thought was suitable to talk about NASCAR. I was like, okay, what do I have in here that I can find for under $5? And this was it.
Yeah. Speaking of what you could wear for NASCAR, because we will touch on NASCAR in a couple minutes here, just briefly at least. We've got to get the guys, Jeff, Court, you when you're back in town, over onto Studio B-side and into wardrobe to get some new shots for the intro. And it's going to be a fun day.
Yes.
We're going to bring in Sebastian, a very gay photographer, to take some shots of us in different wardrobe.
Is he gay?
I don't know. I don't actually know if there is a Sebastian, but we're going to find him.
Okay.
We're going to find him. And he's going to be here, and he's going to take glorious pictures, and he will edit them so we all look better than we do.
Most likely it's going to be me or him taking the photos.
Speaking of gay.
Okay. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. We're just diving right in. Okay. Yes, Tom?
I know it's not in the rundown, but I just have to get this off my chest. The dunk contest was perhaps the most gay thing I've ever seen before on an NBA floor.
A lot of judgment for the dunk contest this year. I didn't watch it.
I honestly didn't see it, but I heard a lot about it. I love the dunk contest, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it this year, but all the things I've seen is like this was the worst dunk contest of all time.
It was weird. It was like I jumped into a time machine back to 1976 to watch the original ABA dunk competition where guys would go up, like Dr. J would go up and dunk it. You know, just like a layup, but a dunk. those were the kind of dunks that we were seeing.
We weren't seeing like Dominique Wilkins kind of stuff.
Vince
No,
Carter
this wasn't the heyday
Yes.
with Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan. What was that time period, like 84 to 88? No, this was nothing like that. It was like
Jackie Moon.
it was like the dunk had just been invented. And it was
a layup
Dr.
line.
J.
The finger roll. Did you? Was that a point guard doing a finger roll?
Did you touch the backboard?
Yeah, it was. It was like Dr. J going against David Thompson. It was that kind of dunking.
We love you, Dr. J.
And we love David Thompson, too.
We do. Speaking of well, it's a sports show. It's an entertainment show. But speaking of all that stuff, airitOutBro.com finally is alive. It's live, alive. It's both those things. It's active. You can go check it out. You can get sports, entertainment stories. You can get clips from this show. You can see, full episodes of the show, all those things. So go bookmark that page, share it around widely. You'll also see an article on there. This was not originally in the rundown, but man, we lost a legend yesterday. Robert Duvall, son of a bitch, left us at 95. Selfish move. I watched secondhand Lions with the wife and the kids last night. But the dude just was good at everything. He just was good. Whether it was Days of Thunder, Lonesome Dove, Apocalypse Now, some dumb stuff like kicking and screaming with Will Ferrell. It didn't matter what he did. He just was good. You're the juice box guy. He was that was more Ditka and Ferrell, but the guy was a legend. He was a great actor. Everything he did, I feel like he just freaking crushed it. Like,
have you ever seen 7 Days in Utopia?
I have not. That's an interesting pull.
It's a golf movie with him in it. With Mike Winchell from Friday Night Lights. He's a golfer, and Duvall's an old golfer that helps him out. So that was a good one.
I'll check it. Tom, have you seen that one?
I have not.
Tom's at some point, Courtney, you're going to start getting texts from Tom. He's going to be like, all right, here's the weird-ass movie that I watched tonight. and you should not Google most of it.
Oh, yeah, Lucas Black was in it. Yeah. And I hadn't seen this movie, but
I'll have to check it out. A golf movie?
Yeah.
Robert Duvall?
The only reason I know of it, remember when we had the restaurant, we could only play like good movies or good shows in there. My aunt picked that movie. I used to play it all day. So
gosh,
that's
that restaurant. I missed that restaurant. Courtney's family had this amazing, just an awesome restaurant. What would you call it? It wasn't like soul food.
No, it's called Taste of Heaven.
Well, no, but it was called Taste of Heaven. But what would you call the food? It was just kind of a mixture.
This is a mixture of this is southern menu.
It was there you go. It was like
you go to your grandma's house on Sunday, you expect to see these foods on the table.
Holy crap. We would go there.
Fusion.
Yeah, Southern Fusion. That's what Courtney's family called it. We would go there when we were coaching together, or sometimes he'd bring sandwiches. Holy gosh, it was good. So good.
Well, speaking of Robert Duvall, so I started looking into his background, and imagine this. He starts taking an acting class, and in that acting class is Gene Hackman and Dustin Hoffman and Robert Duvall.
Wow.
Yeah.
School's like...
Who's teaching the class?
Who is teaching that? Because they're probably dead now, but they're like, well, I had a couple good students.
He starts his career as Boo Radley in To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yeah.
He studied under Sanford Meisner.
I love it. Disco coming in with the facts, the history. Sanford Meisner, we miss you, buddy. Never knew you existed, but I would lick your face.
There is a master class that someone.
Master class?
Yeah, there's a master class that I'm trying to remember the actor. Who's the actor who played the second Luke's in Superman? Why my brain stopped working. Words.
Luthor?
Yeah,
Luthor?
Lex Luthor. Yeah, the second, in the most recent ones. Not Gene Hackman, but the next one.
Well, then there was Jesse Eisner.
No. Can I always forget his name?
Oh, Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
There's a masterclass where he talks about how he's been in the rooms with all these people and he learned how to act from majority of these people.
I don't think legal wants us talking about
Yeah.
Kevin
Okay.
Spacey.
I'm about to say him in rooms with people.
Yeah. He tried to shove me on a bed too. It didn't go well. Actually, at first it did. It was for what?
The last
For who?
For
No, you said it didn't go well.
It didn't. Oh yeah.
For
it didn't
who?
go well for him. Touche. Tom, you were saying?
I was just going to say this about Robert Duvall, and one of the thing that I really have been impressed by him and others like him, and one of the reasons why I got into the entertainment business is because you have this innate ability to want to create and show your creations to people. And for somebody like Robert Duvall to have as long as a run as he did, up until I think it was 2 years ago or maybe 3 years ago was the last time that he appeared in a film. That type of, a professional arc is to me one of the most amazing things, because we live in a day and age where everything is disposable, including on-air talent or on-stage talent, where if you sort of age out of it. And he's a reminder to a lot of us who have been in the industry for a very long time that there is something about being so good in your craft that you can't age out of it. And Robert Duvall and your Gene Hackmans of the world all lived up to that.
Bro, he had a scene in Days of Thunder where he's talking to a car. And I watched it again this morning. Like, only a few people can pull that off, like, where people are like leaning in, chin on hands. He was a stud. There's a good segue from Days of Thunder to this, because we had a big race. Again, Daytona 500 was this weekend. NASCAR does it backwards, and they put their Super Bowl the opening week, unlike every other sport. But it was an interesting day, so let's get into some racing. So we had a flyover at the house this morning. You know, my wife and I called it in. It was great. It was two jets. I don't think they knew it was for us, but it was low and it was great. But it wasn't as good. So here's the thing I love. Like, NASCAR hits the mark with its audience. It knows its audience. Some people don't like that audience. Whatever. That's your right. That's your decision. But they hit their audience, and they always are really good about flyover, Americana kind of stuff. And what NASCAR put this out too. This was, I think, someone who was filming, or one of the cam ops, or someone who was there. But we just got to show it because the flyover hits so good. Thunderbirds. It's the Thunderbirds, right, David?
It just depends.
On the year?
Most of the time, it's the Thunderbird. It just depends if the Blue Angels are doing something else.
The Thunderbirds.
It's the Thunderbirds. Well, here they are. They're badass. This is a short clip, but watch it. Starts quiet. Gets loud as America. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's America right there. That's why Witt is not here. He was actually flying one of those planes, and he's recovering. No, I just love that, though. Like, whether you're at a football game, NASCAR, whatever, if you can't get amped up for a fighter jet flyover, I don't know that you're alive. Like, that shakes your core.
100%. You have to be standing up till you can't sit down and watch that.
Oh, no. Like, there's people, like, it's scientific, I think. I'm gonna go with it. Like, people who are wheelchair ridden have been healed
from the
by flyovers, because it's like they're all of a sudden up and at attention. Like, it's a crazy medical phenomena that is not true. Also, I don't think legal would approve of that. But you're right. You've got to stand up. You also should stand up for concerts too. Like, show some respect. But that's an awesome moment.
I've been on that roof during that flyover. It's amazing because you feel like you can touch the jet.
Yeah. Well, and that one was so. I mean, they all were, but that one was so damn low.
The one thing that they never show, and actually during Speed Week they were doing some practice passes and they were really low, and live on air it scared the on-air talent that were like on the desk because it just happened. But I've been there the morning of the 500, 5:30 in the morning. They take off on the runway, and then about 10 minutes later, they come back to wake up the entire infield, and they're so low that they have to pull up so they don't go into but they know that no one's in there, and they can safely do it. It shakes the ground. You're awake at that. It's,
Yeah, I'm here.
So,
Yeah.
like, I'm here.
Okay, which can be awkward. Well, I'm not going to go where I was going to go for whatever. Remember, the Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. We all remember Marshawn Lynch, beast mode. So he's down at Daytona. Everyone goes. John Gruden down there hanging out. Tons of people in the infield. I think I don't know if it was his first time or not, but the way John Gruden was acting in some of the videos he put out seemed like it was. But Marshawn Lynch down there, he's riding around in a contraption with wheels and a cooler, dishing out beers. Here was that scene.
You get a beer. You get a beer. You get a beer.
He's just throwing them.
Yeah.
Someone's getting a concussion from one of
I
those.
have no idea where this is going. But Marshawn Lynch enjoying the festivities, getting people more into the festivities by getting them inebriated.
100%. He's like another version of Snoop Dogg. He's just everywhere.
He's everywhere.
Everywhere. Why wouldn't you want Marshawn Lynch there?
Marshawn Lynch brings the party.
Yes.
And he brings the smack. I thought it was cool. And here's the cool thing about the Daytona 500 is, I'm not a huge, I like racing. I watched it. I sat around and watched it, and man, it was an interesting day. We'll actually talk about the race here in a second. But the Daytona 500 like brings all sorts of communities, groups together that wouldn't necessarily commingle. They show up at the Daytona 500, and I think it's always cool to see that. Like, who's interested? I mean, you've got freaking Michael Jordan, who owns a team. His team won. Newsflash. You've got Marshawn Lynch. You've got the actors, actresses, all sorts of people. They come. Now, are they there because it's part of their public persona and shtick? In some cases, yeah, absolutely. But I just think it's cool. I think it brings all these people together, and I think the more we can do that, that's probably a good thing for the country.
Yeah, I've been to the Bud Shootout. I don't think I've been to the Daytona 500.
I've only done it once, and it was a hot-ass day, a long day, and several of the people I was with, keep in mind, I'm a professional. Do not try and keep up with me. I'm a professional drinker. These people I was with were not. I mean, we went down on a chartered bus. There was a couple gals throwing up before we arrived at Daytona. It's like, you guys have got to pace yourself. This is a long, hot day.
Don't do what I do.
Yes.
Don't do what I do.
Yes, exactly.
My body's been training for this since I was 10. Drinking out of water hoses.
Right. 100%. Tom, you were going to say something?
Oh, well, getting back to what you're saying about the professionals and the amateurs when it comes to drinking at an event like that, you know that you're doomed, and you know that you're going to have to be babysitting somebody when they get on the bus or wherever you're gathered, and they said, okay, let's do shots. And it's like, no, you're going about this all the wrong way.
Yeah.
No, you do not start with shots. You ease your way into the entire day. And if shots do come out, something has gone horribly off the tracks, because there's no reason to be doing any shots when you're in a marathon. That's like in mile 6 of a marathon deciding to start sprinting at some point. No. You still
call
have
me
to
Lance
finish
Armstrong.
the race.
Call me Lance Armstrong, because I'm taking shots at the beginning, the middle.
Well, but again,
during,
Simo, that's
after.
the thing. Like you can handle it. Like, we can handle it, but then everyone else is like, all right, we're doing it. It's like, no, you need to sit this one out. Here's your coloring book. We will tell you.
I'm going to take a shot.
Yeah.
We'll take a shot maybe around 1.
Right.
I'm going to take a shot.
Yeah, you're in like stretching and calisthenics mode. We're diving right into this bitch.
Yeah.
So the race was crazy. I wish we could show footage. We need to work on that. Like, I know between us, we know a bunch of NASCAR people. We need to figure this out. Crazy ass wreck at one point. 17 cars tangled up in the whole thing. Fortunately, most of them, weren't out from it, but like, huge wreck. Then the last lap was crazy. Taylor Reddick goes on to win. I don't know if this is the next one. Well, we can just show this. Taylor Reddick goes on to win. And there's an article. No, that's right. There's an article on Air It Out, bro. You can check out. But here's some stats for you, and zoom this in for my old eyes. So there was 25 leaders, which was a new record. 65 lead changes, second most of all time. 5 cautions, tied for the fewest, so not that many cautions. And there probably should have been one on the last lap, according to my limited understanding. But tied for the fewest since 2005. 37 of 41 cars involved in an accident. That seems like a significant percentage. And 15th last lap pass in the Daytona 500. The last lap, a bunch of people get spun out halfway through. They don't go to caution. They stay green. And then they get to the very end, and it goes bananas again. Another wreck ensues, and Tyler Reddick just launches ahead for the victory. I don't know if you guys watched it, but it was a crazy finish.
No, I did not.
It was pretty nuts. Nuts for I'm not a huge. I like NASCAR. I feel like I'm obligated to watch Daytona. I'll watch some of the big ones. But it was a crazy finish. Crazy finish. For sure.
I love finishes like that because they're like, it's like the ending to a movie.
Yeah.
When cars start spinning out and crashing, and it's like, oh, who's going to come through the cloud? And all of a sudden, Tyler Reddick is through the cloud, and it's like, oh my God, can he hang on? And he does. And just to me, it just has that perfect story arc.
Here's the only problem with this now that Air It Out Bro's going, especially since it's on a weekend, is like I'm sitting out back as that happens, having an adult beverage and a cigar, probably my first for both. Like, oh shit, I gotta write something. I gotta write up. We gotta write up something and acknowledge that Tyler Reddick just won the Daytona 500. So if you go and read pieces on days like that, just be a little bit less judgmental in what comes out, because I'm partying with the rest of you guys as we watch this thing. So, all right, on to some other stuff. We're gonna just show this image here because college baseball season has started. By the way, Michigan went out and beat Arizona. Hell yeah, I should say hell yeah. But nothing was as impressive as Baylor first baseman Tyce Armstrong, who hit 3 grand slams to start the season. Courtney, you've coached baseball, you've played baseball, you like baseball. Is it often that you would say you see someone hit 3 grand slams in a single game?
No, I wouldn't pitch to that guy after the second one.
Right. Like,
I wouldn't. Like,
let's learn from our lessons
He
here.
showed you what he can do.
Yeah.
Hey, give him the Barry Bonds treatment. Take your base and let a run come in.
Right. Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, you're absolutely right. Like,
what was the score to that game?
I don't remember the score.
Who played?
It was Baylor. Just look up Tyce Armstrong, Tyce Armstrong. I forget who they played.
That's wild. I saw that. I seen the clip. I'm like, well, I pitched to him.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
And I can't remember if it was fastballs or like some off speed, but
certainly you make some adjustments. Even if certainly they've gone through their bullpen too, but like everyone's talking.
On his third grand slam, it was 11-2 when he was up to bat.
Who did they play?
New Mexico State.
Okay.
Oh, so that's
playing
a
the
D1
Lobos.
program.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. Or not the Lobos. They're playing the Aggies.
15-12 was the end.
15-12.
So they
15-2. Excuse me. 15-2.
I was gonna say they made up a shit
No,
ton of
15-2. Sorry.
yeah,
well, we can drop the graphic, but like since 1957, it's been since that happened. Someone hit 3 grand slams in one game. I would have thought that no one had ever done that because, to Courtney's point, you'd think that someone would get smarter. The manager, the pitching coach, the staff, the pitchers,
the catcher. Hey,
the
throw it
catcher.
here.
Yeah.
Throw it here. Outside.
Yeah.
Outside.
We got him this time. Don't worry.
Or I would just hit him.
I was gonna say, or just hit the sumbitch.
Or just hit him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you got some of those like, let's see what he's going to do. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can do it again.
He did it again.
Yeah.
3
And again.
times.
I don't know. It was a softball player last year. Nobody pitched to her. Oh, who did she play for? Arkansas. Nobody pitched that. Like, they're playing Georgia in the conference championship or the conference games. They walked her the entire game. Walked her, because she's the best hitter in college.
Yeah.
Probably college history as of right now. But they had to pitch to her. It was 1-1, bases loaded, in the bottom of the 7th. Guess what she does?
She goes yard. She goes
Goes
grand slam.
yard.
Yeah.
Then she walks around the base and goes, "This is why you don't effing pitch to me."
Yes. I love it.
You have to pull I have to show it out to. She goes, "This is why you don't effing pitch to me."
That's amazing.
Like Marla Hooch in League of Their Own.
God bless her.
Like she saw 12 pitches. No, 13 pitches. Walk, home run.
Wow.
She swung at one pitch the entire day.
That's damn impressive.
That's why she
and
gets,
I love that it comes with the because you look if you're that good, like have a chip on your shoulder, play with some piss and vinegar, have some attitude. I like it. I'm a fan of it.
I just hope that we can come back to nicknames in sports. If anybody deserves a nickname, it's this young man that just had these grand slams.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
The Colossus of clout.
That's a Sandlot reference for those unfamiliar, and a great reference. This next one, I don't have a ton to say about this this next story. Do you have the? There's an article. We don't have an image for this, but there's just an article. There's an article in lots of places. Somehow, and I shouldn't say somehow. This happens every Olympics. So every 2 to 4 years, doesn't matter if it's summer or winter. People just are randy, apparently, because the headline is that Olympic Village ran out of condoms over in Milan in the first 3 days. Like, you guys have got to keep it together.
Well, so I did some research on the count of what they normally do. Usually they ask for something around 300,000 condoms for the whole run.
How many Olympic athletes are there? Not that many.
Well, there's a lot of beautiful women.
There are. I mean, just you look at the Netherlands speed skating team, and
what they normally do is it's usually 300,000. Italy said, we only need 10,000. But normally the count is 3 condoms per person per day. That's what they normally give out.
How do you even have that much time on your hands?
If you only do one event.
I guess that's fair. Let's see. I've got a relay at 2. Okay, I've got time to work you in this morning. You'll be the same. Yeah.
Let's be honest. It's probably not a lot of one-on-one either.
It's probably not. But it's always kind of crazy to me. I understand the world we live in is a broken world. But every Olympics, a story like this comes out. It's like
because they train.
Yeah, this is their one time.
They train. And especially after they're done their one race, I'm disqualified. So
release time.
Yes.
And multiple, yeah.
And I think someone said you got the most beautiful, most athletic people in the world.
Yeah.
Who wants to make a baby?
Yeah. We need to get some statistics surrounding that following the games.
Well, this year.
I know is if I'm dating a chick who's bound for the Olympics, I'm breaking up with her before she goes.
Well, this year
probably not a bad idea.
This year they do a lot of stories where they're just like, her husband's in the crowd with their kids. And you look at the age of their kids, you're going, one of them's at least 4.
Yeah.
And you're going, yeah. And so you think, and he's like, and he does the Summer Olympics, or he does this, and he's just not competing today. So they find people of like-minded interests. Yeah, this is what I do for a living, and they knocked it out of the park 4 years ago.
Yeah, I think Tom had to, if I was married or if I was dating somebody, reading this article,
honey,
look over, you just got back yesterday. So, did you have fun?
Yes.
Don't send your spouse to a war zone or the Olympic Games. That's the message.
Or just you better be okay with it.
Yeah. Or have that's true.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Apparently so.
What
Apparently
happens in the Olympic
300,000
Village?
times.
I can't believe that there's so many women that are craving uncircumcised wieners. Because all the Nordics, and you're gonna have the little anteater thing.
Hey, I guess I'm American Nordic. I was gonna say I'm Nordic, and I've got it buttoned up down there. But yeah, there's probably a lot of you probably see a variety. Again, 300,000 they requested, and they that's
and shame on Italy. No, we're not gonna need 10.
Yeah.
It's probably the most beautiful city in the
better.
world.
Well, maybe it's like Luigi and them though, who are like, we don't use this. I don't know.
Hey, there was only 2,900 athletes this year in the Winter Olympics, so
Those are
So they ran out of 10,000 in the first 3 hours.
first 3 days.
They need to give out medals for that. Whoever has the most bodies at the end of it.
He wins the gold. He also has 4 new STDs and a divorce pending.
And he cramped up during his event because he was dehydrated.
Yeah, coaches will tell you, you got to make sure that's got to be post. It's going too far now. But
well, that's what I said. If I get disqualified, I'm like,
oh yeah.
I'm here, baby.
Yeah, I earned my way here.
Free hotel room.
I gotta think male figure skaters are the top of the leaderboard when it comes to right. And then behind that, two-man luge and
two-man luge dominates. Are you kidding me? They absolutely dominate. Gary, sit on my lap. Let's go down a hill together. That's
how was that sport founded? Hey, watch this.
I have no idea.
And you sit on my lap.
Let's put some spandex on and you climb on top of me.
I've got a theory.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. The door opens. What in the actual F is going on? Oh, honey, it is not what you think. Me and Klaus have just invented a new sport. And that's how it became a sport.
Well, according to the interwebs, it was just competitive variations of the single luge, allowing pairs to navigate tracks together for speed and thrill.
Oh, there's some thrill.
They're stacked with quotation marks for maximum aerodynamics.
Last
Okay.
thing, and then we'll take a break. So,
Well,
you know,
can I-
it's
can I-
crazy that you go down the hill and jump, like the ski people that jump for the first time. The first time someone got convinced to do this, and you're on top, you're like, Richard, what am I feeling? I felt something on turn 2.
Well, I was gonna say the first time they did it was the person inside of them, so they didn't come off. Or
Yes.
That's a good question.
First case of blood doping. Somebody took a salad who was on the bottom.
We're going to talk college football when we come back. We're going to take a quick break if we're on any of the platforms that we were on just seconds ago. Stick around.
Are you sick of staring down food that you want to eat, knowing deep down you shouldn't? Or how about being sick of your neighbor Gary, looking fit and trim as he waves to you at the fence line? There's a better way to live, and it takes only a minimal amount of discipline. Introducing No Fuss to Give. No Fuss to Give does not actually alter any hormones or chemical balances in your body. No. This little pill just gives you the courage to let loose and let live. So drop the worries of health and social judgment. Undo your belt and live a little with No Fuss to Give. 97% of participants in a No Fuss to Give trial gained significant weight and added serious health complications to their lives. However, other data suggests they felt great about drowning their sorrows in highly saturated fats, decadent desserts, and gluten and dairy rage sessions. This product is not approved by the FDA or any medical body. No Fuss to Give cannot guarantee success or a long, sustaining life for those who take it. But there's a chance it may work about as well as any other bullshit pharmaceutical product you see on your screen. So give it a try and give us your cash. No Fuss to Give. No Fuss to Give. Bullshit pharmaceutical products.
So we talked Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss last week, I think it was. Stud, had a great year. Seems like, by all accounts, a great kid. Their program seems to be making some questionable moves in the NIL transfer portal era that's happening right now in the offseason. But he seems like a great kid, very talented dude. He got denied by the NCAA twice. As we talked about, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, whenever, he was taking things with his representation to a Mississippi state court, not filing federally, and he was granted an injunction at least and a 6 year of eligibility. So he's, as it stands today, this could change. NCAA obviously can appeal. This thing has a long way potentially to go, but he's granted eligibility for a 6th season according to the Mississippi State Court. By the way, and I don't even think I judge or am being judge-y in this. The Mississippi judge got his Ole Miss, his law degree from Ole Miss.
Yes.
I don't.
interesting.
Look, in this day and age, like, I don't even hate it. Do I hate where some of the rules have gone and all the loopholes and how broken things are? Yes, I think that we're setting our kids up for failure. But if the rules are the rules, or the rules are just a lack of rules right now, yeah, you go find yourself a judge who graduated from your school and you say, I think that he should be able to play. That's the outcome. And now Trinidad, for today, NCAA, this could all get squashed. I don't see it happening because no one takes the NCAA serious. I don't even know if the NCAA takes themselves serious anymore. He's eligible, and it's a Mississippi Ole Miss Rebel judge who signed off on it. How perfect of a picture is that for today's college football?
I don't like it.
Tell me why. I really don't either. But tell me why you say that.
When your time is up, in my, like, the college is supposed to be let's say a kid sport.
Yeah.
A kid sport. Like 6 years. I would say if you don't have your doctorate or not working toward your doctorate, you have to go to the NFL.
Right. No, I agree with that sentiment 100%.
But I'm thinking like he's thinking I'm not going to make as much money as a rookie as I am another year in college.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it.
Well, it's changed everything. And again, I joke earlier, like if you're going to do it this way and these are the rules, then go find an Ole Miss judge. But I don't like it. We talked on Thursday. I wish you were here for this, Court. We talked on Thursday. There's a Middle Tennessee State University player, a Blue Raider, not an Alabama Crimson Tide player, not an Auburn Tiger, or Florida State Seminole, Michigan Wolverine, not something like that. A Middle Tennessee State player, which I'm not also judging. Like, congrats to you for getting a Division I opportunity. Granted his 11th year of eligibility. It's like, bro, you have totally missed the point here. Like, this is, this kid here, Shalik Mills, what's his name? Shalik Mills? Yeah. 11 years. Like, you need to move on. Like, you should be close to collecting Social Security, not playing still for
11 years.
11 years. So you think Trinidad Chambliss getting 6 is bad, or the tight end from Miami playing 7? I think there was someone who just got 9 too. This joker from Middle Tennessee State, 11 years.
I love college parties. The girls get younger, and I say the same age.
That's what Tom was saying last week. He was like, how creepy is this? You got a 30-year-old showing up to parties.
Well, I mean, this whole thing with the eligibility, especially Trinidad Chambliss's case, to me is perfect because they went the state route where a judge is going to rule quicker than you would at the federal route. So I think that's why they went the way that they did. I mean, I think it's perfect. I just have these images of, say now, we need some eligibility left for Mr. Chambliss here. So we're gonna have a lawsuit, and we need a judge who's gonna come to a decision in our favor. Oh, I know the judge. Let's get it in front of him now, shall we? Because these men are gonna have a tremendous season next year with Trinidad being the quarterback.
They go 8-4 next year.
I think they're going to – their schedule, by the way, really tough next year.
They go 8-4 next year.
Yeah. Look, Pete Golden's got a lot to prove. Until you've been the main guy for the whole time, until you've been through recruiting cycles, all of that. Lane Kiffin, a villain in most people's eyes, absolutely. But Lane Kiffin builds programs and has done some great things. We'll see what happens in LSU. That was kind of an astonishing season for Ole Miss last year. Yeah. And astonishing, too, to their credit that they pulled it through in the end and got all the way to where they got with the Lane Kiffin drama. I'm on board with you. I think Ole Miss, Vandy, and several other programs are taking a step back. Like, you're still good. You're still going to be able to recruit, but you're not going to be what you were this past year. Yeah.
You had your shot.
Yeah. I agree. Florida Gators. See, Jeff's not here, former Florida Gator. So this table is just literally a Florida State helmet. It could have been a Florida State helmet and a Florida Gators helmet. It could have been a straight up brawl. Instead, it's just SEMO and the Florida State helmet. But Florida Gator player Eugene Wilson. So in this era of NIL contracts, agreements, all this stuff, this has been rumored. It's been rumored by a lot of people. So let's just pretend that it's fact for now for the sake of conversation. If it's not, Eugene, we apologize. You can come by the studio. We'll charge you marginal rates to drink our booze. The statements or the conditions that he wants are as follows: remain on the field unless tired. Okay. Seems like something the coaching staff should decide. Okay.
Yeah.
$350,000 up front, $75,000 every 3 months until the end of the season. Team issued photographer to follow him around at all times on camera. So this is basically, what's the dude who was it was Philip Seymour Hoffman. What was his character in Along Came Polly?
That was
he had the
Sandy Lyle.
That's Lyle. Right. Child actor Sandy Lyle, who had a production crew following him around for a documentary that wasn't going to get produced or actually, distributed or watched.
Well, at one point he's like, they don't even have a tape in the camera. Like he comes clean.
So Eugene Wilson wants all of these things. I would put this in the category of what Courtney, you were saying earlier for Ole Miss and Trinidad's eligibility getting a 6th year through the Mississippi court system. I don't like it. I don't like kids making these kinds of demands. You're there. The Northern Illinois coach, I forget his name, has had the best take on this era so far. This whole, you get a free education, you get a great experience, you get camaraderie, you get discipline, you get all these things that you leave college with, and then you either make it to the league, most people don't, the lion's share don't, or you're set up for success in your next chapter of life. That's not where we are now. Now you've got kids making demands like this. I will play until I am tired, and you're going to give me this, and I also want a photographer to follow me everywhere I go.
So if he runs the wrong route, he can cuss out a coach, but you can't take him off the field.
Right.
I'm not tired.
He's not tired, yeah.
I'm not tired. But I can do whatever I want. That's asinine.
It's ridiculous. It's absolutely we coach together. We're coaches. You're an active coach. I'm not a coach anymore. But like the biggest thing about football is it's the ultimate team sport. You create champions of men. Whether you win a championship or you don't, you create champions of men. And I've never, including my time overseas doing crazy stuff over there, although pretty similar and the parallel, I've just never experienced anything like it. And that is the benefit of playing high school or college football. Not all of this stuff. Like when we played, we were setting kids up to be successful human beings, fathers, husbands, friends.
Yes.
Now we're setting them up to be, prima donnas, another Mike Tyson who don't get mad at me, Mike. I know you could kick my ass.
I kicked ass.
But like people who blow their money, make bad decisions. That's the part that's so frustrating. Again, the product in the field is great right now. What America and the world is getting as a result of all of it is like, oof. Like we always picked on millennials and Gen Z on the old show on the news side of things, but we're getting a bunch of like people who you would put into that bin who are like, wow, like I don't know what you can do. So you did make money, you won the Mackey Award, and then you blew $3 million in a span of 8 months, and you're looking for a job. Like I don't know what to do with you. Like we're creating a bad generation.
Like the money and his little demands, the money part. Okay, I get it. That's what everybody's doing now.
Right.
But I don't come off the field unless I'm tired, and I want a photographer. That has nothing to do with football.
No.
Zero.
And it's all about him, not the team.
The money, we give you the money to play the sport. Now, if you need to be disciplined to be off the field, you're going to be off the field. Now they're going to be in breach of contract. You took me off. I wasn't tired. Coach got mad at me because I ran the wrong route. And what's the photographer for?
Well, yes, you bring up a good point, Court. Who's paying for the photographer? Because that's not free. So to me, that goes into your
come out of your money,
$75,000 and your $70,000. So it's another additional $30,000, $20,000, whatever that turns out to be. But we're looking at somebody who is trying to, in some ways, pattern themselves after what Shedeur did. Shedeur had his own social media team following him around. Okay, granted, I can see that. I don't necessarily approve of it because you're telling everybody else on your team that you're somehow different and everything you do in your life needs to be documented because you're at this level that they'll never be at. So I understand where this comes from. But for me, it goes back to it. And I also understand from Eugene's perspective that he's got other revenue streams, and social media being a revenue stream that he wants to kind of help along and create more money for himself. So I totally get that. But to me, why is that the responsibility of the university to foot the bill for it? So if you do want to have a social media team, it seems like it should come out of your pocket or some sort of other NIL deal. If you want to make a deal with a Gainesville-based production company and their in-kind sort of contribution to your NIL is giving you a social media team, I don't really have a problem of it, going by what has been already established. But the problem that I do have is for the coaches in the locker room experience with the other players, because now you have a player who thinks his life is so much greater than everybody else's. That's going to have an effect in your locker room. And I just don't think that in a team of 100 people, if you've got, 10 social media teams following around different players, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, it ruins the locker. Like, that's the locker room experience. Like, if you get a social media team, then XYZ is going to want one, and XYZ is going to want one, and XY, and they're going to want access to everything. And you don't have that, like you said before, camaraderie. This is what we do in our locker room. Nothing, whatever we do here stays here.
Yeah.
Nothing goes outside the locker room.
Not
Practice
anymore.
field.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah. You got to start building bigger locker. I mean, the locker room's already huge. You got to build bigger ones, because you're bringing in 50 support staff for all these people. I think there's more than one way. I think one of the only ways that we get some of this NIL money and some of the attitude and the lack of learning, discipline, leadership fixed is, we've talked about it before. Eugene, you're getting $350K a year. You're paying for tuition. Your tuition, whatever the school is. I don't know what Florida's is in state now, but let's just call it 40. Someone's going to be like, that's actually not that. Shut up, Doug. Like, we're just making examples here. You're paying for $40,000 in this. You're paying for your rent. Whatever it is, you're paying for some of these things because we're paying you, relative to your age and experience, a crap ton of money. I think if they did something like that, and you could be Bryce Underwood, who's making a ton more money, or you could be this kid or that kid, cool. You're making millions of dollars. Your car, your house, and your tuition, and you still have to remain eligible, at least for the current state that we're in.
You have to have a 3.0.
You have to have a 3.0. Like, that's on you. Like, you figure it out. Pay for it. You've got more money than most of the assistants on this coaching staff.
Professors, the dean, the chancellor.
All of them. And and that's the thing, man, is like, obviously that's the point you're making, but it's not just killing the camaraderie, but you have these entitled kids now who think that they are more important than senior leadership at the school, because on the financial ledger, according to paper and numbers, they matter more.
Yeah. How much you get paid? How much you get paid?
Yeah.
How much you get paid? I don't got to listen to you because I make XYZ more than you do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, your psychology professor who makes $70,000 a year is like, all right, backing down.
And also, one other point that I want to bring up is the first one. I'm only going to leave the field when I'm tired.
Oh my gosh!
So to me, that sort of goes to the big elephant in the room for me when it comes to online gambling, and that just opens up just such a Pandora's box when you start making demands like that. Then everything that you do comes into question.
Yep.
It goes to, you were clearly tired. Why did you dog it on that route? Are you responsible for, are you, the points in that quarter? Clearly, you shouldn't have been in there. Somebody else should have. Are you sandbagging the game?
Yeah.
Right.
For him to put that in there, something had to happen last year for him to put that in there.
Yeah. Maybe his next will be, I have to get so many passes to me per quarter.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you can. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's all peak insanity. To a lesser extent, this is insane too. Staying with college football, we're gonna speed ahead. Sacramento State, who's played in the Big Sky forever. Big Sky, great FCS 1AA conference. You've got Montana State. You got Northern Arizona. You've got Portland State, Sacramento State was there, Eastern Washington, some good schools, and they've been making the transition up. Well, they've been looking for a home because everything has been just blown up. All the conference realignment is changing everything. The stuff we're talking about, portal stuff, NIL stuff, changing everything. So we start seeing reports, and then it quickly went from reports to actually happening. And you've got the MAC, the Mid-America Conference, who largely plays on Tuesdays and Wednesdays once the season's going, is going to be adding Sacramento State as a football-only member starting this year, starting right away. So they've got to pay $18 million, plus I think they had to pay another $5 million to the NCAA to join. So Sacramento State, out in California, going to be traveling every other week, give or take, sometimes week back-to-back, across the Mississippi to play MAC schools, paying $23 million to get in. I don't know the exact. I don't have those numbers in front of me, but paying a lot of money to get into a conference who's really kind of the bottom tier of the FCS. Like, I don't know, Conference USA and the MAC probably in a When you say like that's the fight for the worst.
Yeah, I guess they just want their foot in the door.
And it makes sense. Like, you can now say you're D1, you're FBS. I get it. It would make like. And here's my question on this. And I know it's not this easy. Okay, Northern Illinois, who was in the MAC, just moved to the Mountain West. So starting this year, Northern Illinois is going to be making trips from Illinois to play, and I don't know if they play them there or at home this year, but to play, for example, Hawaii and other Mountain West teams out there. Hawaii obviously being the outlier extreme.
Yeah.
Sacramento State's going to be going the opposite direction. Like, can we make some better decisions where Cal and Stanford aren't in the ACC? Sacramento State is not in the MAC. Like, Sacramento State should be in the Mountain West. Cal and Stanford should go to the new Pac-12. Northern Illinois should stay in the MAC as much as you probably don't want to, and you'd like to upgrade yourself a little bit. I just feel like some of these things, like, because if you're Northern Illinois or Sacramento State, your football revenue is not the same as Alabama or Michigan or Ohio State. No. So adding all of that travel, you're losing money per game, and then you're adding all these logistics. It's like you're setting yourself up for failure out the gate. Whereas if you played in a tight regional thing, yes, maybe you're group of 5, but you're a good group of 5. Again, I would say before the Mountain West devoured themselves and split into 2 conferences, it was a good group of 5 conference. But now we're like splitting all this stuff up, like you get these guys and you get those guys. I think it's going to hurt a lot of those schools more than it's going to help them.
If I was Sacramento State, I would just kept the $18 million, put it in NIL, and just went out.
Dominated. Yeah, go take down the Montanas.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Like, you can do it. Like,
until you win like 3 championships, you shouldn't be allowed to. Hey, just keep paying these guys, and we keep winning when FCS championships.
Yeah,
just keep winning FCS championships and until we're ready.
Right.
Because they're going to get smoked, let's be honest here.
They're going to get smoked. And you're going to get smoked by teams you don't want to get smoked by.
No.
And it's a different thing. Like, they're different. Like, North Dakota State will hang in there and maybe even be competitive in the Mountain West. Sacramento State going here, I just think it's apples and oranges.
Fellas, you guys are missing the greatest matchup of all time.
Uh-oh.
I've waited all my life to see Sacramento State against Ball State on a
Ball
Tuesday
Sack.
night.
There we go. I knew it was coming. There's lots of internet buzz about it. The Ball State versus Sac State matchup, which shows how broken college football is and how broken we are as humanity. It's like, wait a minute. Ball Sack. Yep.
You got the sack or the balls.
I'm going balls.
I'm going balls.
I'm going ball. I mean, the Ball State's going to win that matchup. The Ball Sack Bowl. Now, they need a rivalry trophy, 100%, and it needs to be not safe for work, completely graphic, very phallic.
We should make it, and we should go do a live from the game.
Yes.
I
agree. I agree. We make it. And it's going to be a nice bronze statue. We will start a tradition. And we will be there. We will present the initial trophy.
Yeah. A golden sax swinging. Yep, I already got it in my mind.
What if the football, like there's a football and then there's a sack on the football? So it's like a football shaft.
That might be a little too graphic, but
hey, now
it's got to be graphic.
Let's ease up on our phallic symbols toward Ball State. I have tremendous ties to that school. My ex-wife went there. My uncle went there. And my brother is responsible for getting lights at Ball State. So we need to ease up on Ball State and Charlie Cardinal a little bit.
Hey, they get the balls. Like, that's the good part of the trophy.
Yeah, but the whole sack part of it and the shaft and the golden veins.
Okay, what would your trophy look like, Tom? What would your trophy look like?
Nobody said golden veins but you.
I know, I threw that one in.
Yes.
Okay, so my trophy. So this being, on the same level rivalry as Ohio State, Michigan, I would have to.
Yes, definitely on par with the greatest. Yeah, But it will beat a lot of rivalries right out the gate because of the naming. So your point is well taken.
Yes. I would go with something more, call the game the Battle of the Sack. Okay, I'll go with you with that. But I would just have 2 glass balls. That's all I would have. No shafts or anything else, but just 2 glass balls. And it would be the battle for the balls.
Okay.
In a sack.
In a sack.
Well, yeah. Well, the balls could come in a sack.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you have 2 glass balls in a sack.
In a sack.
A glass sack, and that's the trophy.
I like it. Okay, it's settled. We have determined the trophy for the inaugural. What are we calling it again, Tom?
Battle of the Sack.
Battle of the Sack. This is going to be great. I'm so glad that we figured this out.
I was going to tell you Northern Illinois' schedule, but not anymore. We're way past that now.
We're way
Now
past
we
that.
just need Ball State to put them on the schedule or vice versa.
We're way past time too. I want to skip. We're going to skip the break, and we're going to skip this story for Thursday. We'll talk top 10 quarterbacks entering college football this season Thursday. But I know this is going to sound biased, and there's a caveat to my bias as well. But Michigan basketball now ranked number 1 in the country, having a hell of a year, just 1 loss. And you can see this stat there too. I mean, look at what OptaStats. I've never heard of them. Kudos for this stat, but I don't know who you are. Maybe we could be good friends. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Like, let's get a beer. But Michigan's 86-56 win over UCLA the other day. 10th win by 30-plus points this season. First major conference team to have 10 such wins through 25 games of a season since Duke back in 98 and 99. And they've done it. Keep in mind, again, I know this sounds like a homer thing because I'm a Michigan guy and I like Michigan, but this is a really good team. That's a remarkable feat, and they're doing it. They're 24-1. Play Purdue tonight, number 7 Purdue tonight. They also play Duke this week, so this number 1 ranking might not last very long. But they play them tonight, and they're doing all of this with the 7th most difficult schedule in the country, 4th most difficult moving the rest of the way through the season. It's a pretty impressive team. I'm not going to sit here and prognosticate that they're going to win the national championship because I feel like all of my teams let me down and lead me to counseling. But this is pretty impressive, wouldn't you say?
Yes, very impressive. It's more impressive than the team last week. Who did we talk about last week? I don't care.
Miami of Ohio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that was terrible.
Yeah. Undefeated. Still undefeated. Still haven't played anybody.
No, seems like they can make a run. They either gonna be a 1 or 2 if they win the Big Ten.
Yeah.
They'd be a 1 seed.
100%.
And I can see them making little noise. Depends on who's in that bracket.
It totally does. I mean, at this point, you got to think Arizona, Duke, Michigan, and Houston are the 1 seeds. We still have conference play and a little bit left. But that's the thing. It's like, okay, great. Michigan's having a great year. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Like, that's great news. You got to go through a bunch of people, like, and it's single elimination at that point. Reminder, I know we all know that, but it's like you can have the best year ever, and you can still go out, maybe not in the 1 versus 16 game, but like you can go out that next week.
Yeah,
pretty damn easy.
Swiss 16 is when it gets like
brutal.
Okay, yeah, real brutal.
Yeah,
that's when you got to be battle tested. But they're a good team. They are a good team.
Their sizes, I mean, it's one of the best Michigan teams.
They play good basketball.
They do, and I mean they've got good big guys. They've got just the complete package, and it's fun to watch. I'll be watching tonight 6:30. If you call me 6:30, outside of you guys, who are of course anyone else though, don't call me 6:30. I will be. I probably won't be able to recognize the numbers on the phone. That's not true. That sounds irresponsible.
I just don't know if many people outside of this have your number, so
they don't. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the thing. You don't know my family's names, and you don't know my number.
I feel like Michigan's hitting their stride, and I do think that I'm all about winning, but I think if they take at least 1 L in the upcoming weeks, that's going to help them for the tournament. I think they're going to be able to rebound from that, get that loss out, get that loss behind them, and concentrate on the games that are ahead of them. And if that happens, I think they'll go deep into the tournament. If they win out before the tournament, they're going to have problems.
They're losing this weekend.
I think they are too. I think the Duke game is going to be tough. Like it's probably going to be 1 versus 2. I don't remember the news polls. Duke 2 in the news poll?
I don't.
I think Houston is. I don't remember. Either way,
they
Duke
play Friday
and Michigan
or
are
Saturday?
playing. Can you look up Duke, Michigan, what day it is?
I don't recognize Duke as a university.
Well, you've got obvious reasons not to as a North Carolina person.
Basketball, right?
Yeah.
Oh, real quiet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
We're waiting.
Saturday, February 21st.
Yeah, so this Saturday. So you got Purdue tonight, great game. Again, 1 versus 7, and then Michigan, Duke Saturday. It's going to be tough to get through both of those.
I might call you.
It's not a tough, again, that loss, to your point, I think is actually probably beneficial. I'm not cheering for it, but.
No, the loss would be hey, let's keep our eyes on the prize. Let's reset.
Yeah.
Reset. But if you keep winning, I know you want to keep winning.
Yeah.
You want to keep winning, but that loss makes you, let's check the boxes again.
Right.
Makes you a weird line.
Well,
but I might call you on Saturday.
Call me. Well, I mean, there's the thing. College basketball plays a shit ton of games. Do they play NBA level of games? No, they play about half, a little bit less than half. You have a 2-3 loss season. That's freaking remarkable.
Yes.
Remarkable. So, what's happening now is, magical. And I think Arizona's going to struggle to wrap out because they lost their guy, Pete. Koa Pete, I think is his name. I think some of the teams that are in that category are all going to have a couple little bumps and bruises over the end of the stretch. But still, what they've all done this year has been amazing, and it's been fun. Tom Izzo and Michigan State, little brother, Tom Izzo, a legend. Man, they got to beat UCLA this week. They're struggling right now.
Don't struggle bus.
Yeah. What were you going to say,
So
Disco?
something must be in the water in Michigan because I saw someone this weekend with a Michigan Wolverines hockey shirt. This
Okay.
made me think about it as I looked it up. Right now, as of mid-season for them, they're 23-5-1.
Number one team in the country.
Second.
Yeah.
Well,
We got moved to second?
Yeah, so
We've been number one most
Michigan State is
Sucking.
they're right behind them. But
Sorry, that
something
was
must be in the water
unnecessary.
there.
I hit the Vikings helmet, not
everyone's doing great. Yeah, hit the other helmet
Yeah.
down. Make
Well,
it-
we beat them. So they were up, I think, 4-2. They played in Ann Arbor Friday night, and then they have the game in Detroit where they played the Red Wings Arena. And Michigan State, they beat the crap out of us that game, which was disappointing.
I've never been to a college hockey game.
It's fun, bro. I'm telling you. So I'm on a recruiting trip with my dad for the Michigan game, and I forget who they played, but we're up there. Thank you. Sorry for my outburst. Suck a dick, little brother. We're up there, and we go to the game. Coach Morrison, who was the recruiting guy at the time, takes us. Great environment. It's packed. Yost Arena right by Schembeckler Hall, so it's a short walk from the facility. And I'd grown up going to North Stars games and games in Minnesota, and the crowd is so into it. In unison chants, dropping F-bombs on the ref, like glorious. Some people offended by it, sure. But it's wow, whoa, they're into it. You got a Michigan State, Minnesota, North Dakota, Boston, some of these schools, that's the thing. They're all in. It's pretty fun. We're gonna have to do that, Court. We're gonna take you to Ann Arbor. We're gonna get you to Mr. Spots, which their sandwich is gonna remind you of a sandwich at your family's old restaurant, and then we'll go to both a hockey and a football game. Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen this year. We've got goals.
Got goals.
We've got goals. Tyreek Hill's got a goal. Last story, then we're going to get out of here. He's going to be released. Star receiver, parent to hundreds of kids. I don't know. Is that him or is that Stephon Diggs or is that both?
No, that's him.
It's him.
Single-handedly helped repopulate South Florida.
Yeah.
Well,
It's probably at the Olympic Village, too.
he's probably there. So, no doubt a talented football player, though. Miami released Chubb earlier this week. Now they're releasing Tyreek Hill. That ties into everything sexual we've talked about today. But they did. They did still nonetheless do that. And Tyreek Hill being released, 8-time Pro Bowler, this guy.
He's going Cowboys.
You think he's going Cowboys?
Yeah. Why not? Jerry wants everybody.
He does. I think that's a likely spot. I wouldn't be shocked to see him back in KC. I hope he doesn't come to Minnesota selfishly. Because I don't like locker room cancers, but but he is. I mean, he's still got. Obviously, he's coming off a major injury. He's
still got it.
He's still got it. He's a good pickup. Is he a character guy for your locker room? Do you want him babysitting your kids? No. Do you want to see him run out of the tunnel on Sunday? Probably. You probably do.
Yeah.
For a couple more years.
Would you buy his uniform? Yes, you would buy his shirt.
100% you would. And that's the thing. If you're a team, you're not just looking at, okay, is this a good number 2 guy or 3 guy? Or is this a slot guy for us? Is this a jersey sale, guys, for it? Like, he is. Like, he will, whether he stays with number 10 or he goes to whatever, like, I think it'll be interesting to see where he lands, because he is, despite his character flaws, a great pickup, and I think he's got a solid 2-3 years left in him.
Yep.
Tom, you're a Dolphins guy. You were. So Courtney, Tom's a lifelong Dolphins guy. Got so pissed that he decided mid-season, I don't know if he's stuck to this, that he was abandoning the Dolphins and becoming a Bucs fan.
He bought shirts and everything, right?
He bought shirts and everything.
Yeah. Then I abandoned the Bucs and jumped on the Jaguars bandwagon.
Come on.
I'm for me, sports, it's like politically, I am a nomad. I am homeless. I have no team that I cheer for. Well, I mean, Carolina in basketball. Other than that, I've got nothing.
Yeah.
Dolphins have disappointed me ever since I was a child. Well, ever since the 63-3 or whatever it was, shellacking Dan Marino's last game.
In Jacksonville?
In Jacksonville.
That was so
I haven't
uncomfortable.
been a fan since Ray Finkel, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then we had the curse of Dave Wannstedt, which still permeates through the whole organization. And
Nice mustache, though.
Oh, he's legendary mustache.
Yeah.
He's in the Mustache Hall of Fame. But as far as coaching, head coaching goes, all my friends in Naples are like, oh, Dave is such a wonderful guy because he's like active in the church that I went to. And so a lot of my friends who are financial planners and architect, they all know him and they all love him. And it's hard for me to bag on him too much because of how much they really like him. But when it comes to the Dolphins as an organization with Stephen Ross, I have no faith anymore in them. It's always been a franchise that's just sort of happy to be there and just kind of go along and be the ones that get beat up all the time. And it's really frustrating not to have a team that cares about winning. Following the Dolphins is like having a team that's just content with showing up.
In fairness to your Dolphins, who have been a train wreck for a while, one, they would be better if they'd switch back to their old school uniforms. But two, they've been in a division in the AFC East with the Patriots in one of the greatest dynasty runs of all time, and then the Patriots who are good again, and the Bills who have been good for many years. Like, that's a tough – yes, you get to play the Jets twice a year, but the other 4 games you play are pretty darn brutal. Like, that's not great.
Yeah. With a quarterback that probably shouldn't be playing anymore.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Glass Joe.
Glass Joe. It's been fun, folks. It's been fun. We got more stuff we'll get into Thursday. Reminder to check out airitoutbro.com. Go bro out over there. Get your sports news, your entertainment news. Share that site. Share this show. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. We'll look forward to getting some clips out to you. In the meantime, have a great day. We'll see you Thursday. Be safe. Be smart. Be free.
We got balls and banter.